the traditional up the nostril shot to see if the camera's working. Hello, thanks for joining me. This was just a short little introduction video to introduce my latest project, which is a Mark II Scirocco. This particular model is a 1984 Storm model in Cosmos Blue, and it's a car I originally owned in the 90s. This is Project Bill, because of the registration number. This is a car that was first bought by my mother in 1990. I owned it after her, then sold it, and my brother then found it in a barn in Cornwall, and we bought it back. It needs a bit of restoration, and I've probably got the time now to actually make a start on this and try and get something done with it. Just been trying to clear some space in the garage, so I've got space to work on it. Normally pretty solid car except for this one corner. The previous owner had to go repairing that arch and, to be honest, made a bit of a bodge of it. I've got the right wheels, the Coke bottle style wheels, which my brother's currently using on his car at the moment. But all in all, it's pretty complete. It's a little bit tatty, unfortunately, and the reason why it's in the garage is it was outside recently and it had got a little bit damp, so I brought it in to try and dry it out a little bit. But the leather interior is complete. Will need a bit of renovation. The rear bench I'll probably do myself because that's looking quite good. There's the front seats I'll probably send off, and that sunroof is a hell of a mess. Although luckily I have got a spare sunroof panel here, which is a little bit mucky but complete, and that should renovate quite nicely. Looking around, two bloody great big holes in the parcel shelf. Spare fuel tank is in the boot at the moment as well. Again, doors are pretty solid. There's a little bit of surface rust, but the door cards are in reasonably good nick and will respond well to a clean and a bit of renovation. If I open the bonnet, not the easiest thing to do with one hand. You should be able to see this bonnet's a little bit on the crusty side. Oh, that's not good. Neither is that one. So I think the bonnet might need a good replacement unit. But again, inner wings pretty good. They're looking grubby. Luckily that's because there's lots of wax on it. There's a repair patch on the bulkhead where the clutch cables pull through the bulkhead. That's pretty standard fare for the Mark I and Mark II, and that can be easily repaired with a welded in panel. A little bit of surface corrosion. I've got a spare metering head, so if that turns out to be junk, at least as a replacement. This particular one's got the wrong gearbox in. It's got a 4+E box, whereas it should have the close ratio 5-speed box, but they're relatively straightforward to sort. Engine, don't entirely think it's the same original engine, but I'll check the numbers. In the passenger side, again, there's a few bits of trim I've already started taking out. I've had the seat up, and again it's all pretty solid in here. Most of the rust is on the other side and under the body kit. If you look behind these plastic wheel arches, actually this arch isn't too bad. I can feel it with my hands. It's not too crusty. Feels pretty solid. If you can see that underneath. On the whole, the floor pan's pretty solid, but we'll investigate that more when we take the plastic sill covers off, and we'll have a look at what rust we've got down here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that brief look at the project, and if you've spotted things I haven't, I'd love to hear about it. Goodbye!